Welcome to Screams and Streams, the podcast that looks at the best and worst horror movies as rated on Rotten Tomatoes from 1970 onwards. I'm your host, Chad, and with me are my co-hosts,
Sam
and
Mike.
Be sure to check us out on Instagram. Our handle is at ScreamStreamPod. Also, check out our website, screamsandstreams.com, for more information about the films we are looking at. Just a warning, if you don't like spoilers, we recommend that you stop listening now, check out the film, and then rejoin us for our discussion. Today, we are looking at the best film of its year. It is Alejandro Amenábar 1996 film Thesis. It scored 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's get into it. Sam, can you give us our summary?
While preparing her thesis on audiovisual violence, Angela meets Chima, a fanatic of violent content. After coming across a snuff tape and recognizing the victim as a peer, they start a risky venture.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I love the way you delivered that. After coming across a snuff film.
As one is known to do.
As you just trip across these things. All right. One of the things I love about recording at 10:30 in the morning is we get to start drinking early. We're moving into our sinister sip. Mike, what are we drinking this morning?
We are drinking the carajillo, or courage, from the other side of the tortilla.
What?
Oh,
What?
what is
It's courage, and I thought, Angela showed some courage in what she was doing, so I chose this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
You know what?
Let's
go with it.
give her cheers.
Cheers.
There's coffee in this?
Yeah, it's just a quarter cup of espresso and 2 ounces of liqueur 43.
I like it.
It's quite
Great
nice.
way to start off at
Yeah.
10:30 in the morning.
I
Thank you.
actually was going to text you and say, Mike, can we have coffee in our first drink of the morning?
And boom.
And here it is. All right. First impressions. I'm going to kick us off with our first impression. How do I say this? This movie was not my thing.
All right.
I'm gonna try not to swear as much when I talk about this film, but as I've already launched 2 F-bombs in the intro, I just didn't like it. There's a note that I said there was a scene where they're showing the people getting shot in the head, and I said watching people get shot just isn't my thing. Like, it looks real.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a slasher film or anything like that. It's disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of stuff I'm just not really into. Like really gory films like Terrifier and stuff like that, I'm not a fan of either.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of stuff right away just turned me off. And then it was kind of long. It was kind of boring. There just wasn't.
Just kind of?
Yeah. I mean, the conversations went on forever, and I was just like, let's just move this along. The pacing was so slow. I think it could have been an hour and a half. It didn't need to be 2 hours. And the ending, the final reveal was not a surprise.
No.
I felt
Yeah.
Bosco was the dude.
Right from he's the only suspect. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
Other than like they try to throw like the red herring with Chima.
And
stuff.
Yolanda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, it could be, but no, he is the most obvious suspect.
Yeah.
And every time they said Bosco, I thought about the chocolate drink.
Yeah.
So
Seinfeld
it
came
just,
to my head the whole
it
time.
took me out of it so
his
much.
name is like
I was like, oh, Bosco. And it reminded me of that episode of Seinfeld where they used Bosco as his passcode.
Yeah. Oh, you're not a number or word man. No, you like the sweeter treats.
Yeah. Ovaltine. Nestle's quick. Anyways, just that was better than this film. I didn't enjoy it. So that was my first impression. Obviously, first time I've seen it. It got a huge rating. I felt it was art house junk. So
oh,
not my thing. Okay.
All right.
Sam, you want to give us your take on it?
I didn't hate it as much as Chad did. I did think the pacing was off, and I didn't think it was too much that big of a surprise as well. Like the twist, or I don't know, it's not even a twist. It's just
No.
like who we thought was going to be the killer was. It was way too long. The conversations, like you said, Chad, they weren't just long and lengthy. They were like speaking slow motion. Like it was like,
yeah.
I was like, I need to watch this on 1.5 speed and get through this. Yeah.
But it wouldn't have sounded blah, blah,
No,
blah,
it
blah.
would have
sounded
been
like
just
we're
normal.
talking
That's
now.
right. Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. There were some things I liked about it, but I didn't love it at all. So,
Mike?
I like that we're finally doing a divisive film. Not that I loved this one, but in the context of watching a horror, no, this wasn't a horror. It was slow, but for drama thriller, I didn't mind it. Yeah, there were some things about the pacing that bothered me. I texted Sam with about half an hour left. It's just like, oh my fucking God, this movie. Because it was just like, it needed to speed up. It needed to get somewhere. But I thought, I like the premise of it. I like the philosophy of some of it, not the professors talk about like financial...
Give the audience what they want
Yeah,
whenever they want it.
It's like the commodification of film.
Yeah.
That part bothered me, but I enjoyed a lot of other aspects about it. So I was entertained. I don't know if I'd go, well, we'll get into that with my scale later, but yeah, I wasn't bothered by the watching. I was just bothered by the length of the movie.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, like that's, fair. I think if it had been an hour and a half, it might have been better.
Yeah.
They definitely could have tightened it up.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. With that, we're going to move into our next category, which is Tropes Hall of Shame. Sam, what did you get for your tropes? And give us your first two.
Well, originally, like I put teens. I know they're not teens, but like teens or students doing their own investigation.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like instead of just going to the police. And then
Which always happens in these kinds of films.
every time.
Yeah.
Just go to, well, the police tend to be pretty shitty in all of these
Yeah.
films
In all
also.
these films.
Or they go to the police
Yeah.
and the police ignore them. So.
Yeah, they're like, yo, stop talking nonsense.
Yeah. So I get it. And then the other one I had was the power going out, but it was also during a thunderstorm. So it was like a double
Yes,
whammy of
yeah,
tropes.
yeah.
So yeah.
Mike?
I had the person that's into the dark things like films or, violence, has long hair and an army jacket and
Oh, yeah.
is fringe. It's like, ooh, it's a Halloween costume right there.
A stupid goatee that doesn't grow in all the way.
Yeah, always.
And then the trope of, peering into the darkness and seeing something, but when you turn on the light in the room, what you saw isn't there anymore.
Oh, yeah.
When she wakes up and thinks she's being recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a couple. The first one was, I wrote this, oh my God, I'm thrash, you're classical. So it's the music when they meet each other. Like he's listening to death metal and she's listening to this classical thing. And it's like, she's so prim and proper and he's so messy.
She's a little bit country. He's a
bit
little rock and roll.
Yeah. I was just like, oh my God, that's too much. And then I also had the match or lighter gives off way too much light.
Oh, I had that
I
one
had
too.
that as
yeah.
well.
In the tunnel, right?
Yeah.
So it just like illuminates. I know they have to do it for filming, but it just opens up the whole tunnel. Like that's just not how matches work. Sam, did you have some others?
I had the match as well. And then I had the like dream within a dream kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we always see that.
Mike?
I had the bad guy being shot in the struggle. And of course, like you hear the gunshot. Who is it that's injured? Oh, it's, the
Yeah.
the power out. I'll go check.
Yeah.
Right? I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the gun going off as well. I also had, Sam, you mentioned this, the rain and the lightning.
A lot
There was
of
a
it.
lot of that lightning
Yeah.
crash. Like they timed it when I think, was it Chima was getting beat up there. The lightning hits and it lights up the whole room. I was like, okay, that's a little much. I had also the doors locked. She's running away from, was it the professor? Or who was chasing her at that
Chima.
time? Was it Chima that was chasing her?
That was the longest
Or
chase
Bosco.
scene.
No, it was Bosco.
Oh, yeah, it was Bosco. Sorry.
Bosco was chasing. Yeah.
That was the longest chase scene.
That was-
This-
yeah,
Like how many doors did she go through?
So many.
And then-
I'll just say my gratuitous now because I was like the 3-minute chase scene.
Yes.
Because I timed it.
And she's trying to get the door open and it doesn't open. Then her bag spills over. It's just like the blonde running through the woods and falling every 2 minutes. Like or 30 seconds. It's just too much.
And what a like weird interaction to have had. You know what I mean? Like I would be so weirded out if like you stared at someone and they're like, and then they start sprinting away from you. Like it's
Just be
so
like,
weird.
Okay.
Like act natural.
I know. She was the worst undercover person. Like,
absolutely.
She's sitting there staring at him while he's taking a piss.
Yeah.
And then through the crack in the door, the guy's like, hello? Like,
Never met this chick before.
no.
Nothing.
And then finally he's like, what do you want?
And then she like runs, like full on sprints away. Oh my gosh.
Redonkulous. Sam, did you have any others?
No.
Mike?
I just had the hostage claiming that the police know when she's tied up on the chair she's tied up on the chair in the garage.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, the police know where I am. And he's like, oh, right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, no. Oh, I had one that was woman, no, okay. Like she says no a bunch of times, and then she's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. With that, how could we have avoided this whole situation? With our next category, don't go back in the house. My first thing is pick another thesis.
Yes.
Maybe when things start getting weird, we just, hey, I don't need this in my life. Yeah. Let's back off.
Yeah. And she was instantly upset with the first, as one would be. You're watching people get shot, and then I'd be like, maybe this isn't for me, you know?
Yeah, I didn't get why I guess she's like drawn to it. She's obviously drawn to death in some like weird way because the way she interacts with the professor when he's dead. The first professor there. She's like touching his forehead and stuff. And
I thought she was going to do the eye close, but no.
That's what I thought too.
And then she just poked
forehead.
And I thought it was so
like the Pillsbury Doughboy, just like.
But I thought it was so funny when they showed the like surveillance video footage of her, and it's like from like the corner, and it's like so slow motion.
It looked way worse in the surveillance than it did when we watched it the first time.
Like the POV was a bit different than the
a little ET touching. Ouch.
So that was mine. Is just don't research that topic. I know she said she hates violence later on in the film, and I was like, well, then why would you base your thesis on such a violent topic?
Yeah.
And like, was she I don't really get where she was going with it.
I think she was looking at like society's fascination with violence. Like, why do we get drawn to violent films? Now, I don't know why she chose snuff and hardcore pornographic, even though we didn't see any of that side of it. Like, she could just look at violent films in the actual cinema, but.
Well, how many times has Quentin Tarantino been called to task about his violence in films? Right.
Like she could have looked at that.
She could have found anything, any action movie or any horror movie that pushed the boundaries. She didn't have to go straight to like killing and raping.
Yeah.
No, I mean, let's scaffold this a little bit.
Let's test the waters.
Okay, so Mike, what did you have for your don't go back in the house?
So I had the don't investigate snuff, but I also had like, don't let your hormones make your choices. Right? She was so horny for Bosco that she ignored all the red flags.
Yeah, it's true.
She's horny for the chocolate drink. So horny for Bosco. There was a scene where he's just kind of in the backdrop and he looked like a Sears catalog model. He's sitting there with his like leather jacket and his white shirt and he's just posing. And I was like, oh my Lord.
Yeah, she was so into him. And like
it was a walking Keds advertisement.
Yeah, Sears catalog's a bit dated.
As our Keds.
All right, moving on. One-liners. What really stuck out for us in a movie that we had to read? So, Sam, why don't we kick off with you? What one-liners did you have?
I didn't have many, but my first one was when Chima goes, "Your place or mine?" And then it wasn't like his delivery or anything like that, but right away after it flashed to his like psycho room, like his creepy-ass bedroom, and it was like
his like secret lair that he brings people into.
Yes, which I have questions about.
I have stuff about that later too.
I have that too. I was like, what the fuck
is this?
Yeah.
And then one line I did actually like was when Chima was like, "You'd probably fuck even me. I've got money." Like I can't remember the line.
I put that one in there too.
So maybe you guys could do it a bit more justice. But
I don't have the line down, but I thought like that's got to be a mistranslation on the subtitles because it didn't flow with what was happening. Yeah.
And it sounded sped up too.
That's exactly what he says is you'd fuck even me. I've got money.
Yeah.
So
basically calling her a whore.
Yeah.
That basically. Yeah. I'm going to go next. My one-liners was Chima when he says, he's dying to blow your brains out while he fucks you up the ass.
He's nuts.
Yeah, he's a psycho. I was like, he's a psycho? You're the guy that like sits there and watches these crazy snuff films. And the way they show him watch those movies is super creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So that is one thing they did really well, and I shouldn't waste that because I only have a few stood the test of times on this film. That was one of them. I also have when Angela says, "You sound like the police," and Chima says, "Don't insult me."
Mm-hmm.
Those were my first two. Mike, what did you have?
My first one was right out the gate where she's on the train and they're like, there's been an accident, please proceed out quickly. And then he's like, don't look at the track. The man's been cut in two. I was just like, that's a lot of detail.
Yeah. You just say, don't look.
Yeah, a man threw himself in front of the train. That's all you had to say. Like, and he's being cut. Because they immediately have to like, I kind of want to see that too.
Yeah.
And then when she's trying to convince Chima to like let her see his collection of videos, and he's like, if you want to get turned on, go to a sex shop.
Oh,
yeah. I forgot that one. Yeah. I had a couple. I believe it was Bosco that said, and I don't think this is another one I don't think that was translated correctly because he says, I like you. Let's do it then.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
It's just that easy.
Yeah.
Test the waters a little bit, like it warm things up. Like maybe start with a kiss. I don't know. He's like, I like you. Let's do it then. And then my other one was Chima again. He actually, as much as I found him kind of annoying and abrasive, he had some pretty good lines. To begin with, shut your gob. I thought that was pretty funny. Mike, did you have others?
Yeah, I had one that was Chima as well. I as annoying or stereotypical as he was part of the reason why I enjoyed the film, but he's like, not even coffee for me, and yet you take him home.
So jealous.
Yeah.
Wrapping up the one-liners, now we're going to move into this film and what didn't hold up for us. So, Mike, why don't you start us off with what didn't hold up for you?
I think I wrote this down about 15 seconds into the movie. Why does it look like it's from the 1970s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I get true. It's Amenábar's first film. It's rather independent, but the quality just right away, I was like, oh my God, like Argento movies from the 70s looked better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know. I didn't know if this was test of time or doesn't hold up, but it doesn't happen anymore. But when you're home and you want to watch something that you don't want anyone else to see, you've got to wait till like your parents and your siblings are gone so you can put the VHS tape in. So I was just like, oh yeah, that's kind of funny, but it doesn't hold up because everything's on phones now and kids would just retreat to their rooms with their device to just watch it.
Yeah. Sam, what did you have?
Why does he have the manual for every type of camera? Like, cause he just goes in, he's like, oh, I have all of these. And he brings out like 100.
It's to show his obsession, but it's a weird obsession to have.
Yeah. Because he's a film student and he just
is
that into
manuals.
it? I don't know.
That. It just seems, I was like,
it's odd. Yeah.
It's almost like one of those, like, it's almost like the trope where you can look up exactly what you need kind of thing, but it's like done weirdly.
Well, and the fact that he has, like, he just hucks them out like garbage.
Yeah.
And and they're able to like find the one camera that they need to find. It just seems kind of ridiculous that he had that one sheet of paper because they're all ripped up. They're ripped out of magazines.
Ripped out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was super bizarre.
I hope I'm not stealing someone's test of time, but I did appreciate the use of like digital zoom will help us narrow it down because of the timing of the.
I like that too, actually. Yeah. No, I didn't have that in my test of time, but I should have.
Either.
God damn it. I would have had two then. I would have had two tests of time.
I also said she was very nonchalant for losing her keys, especially when there's like this person after you.
Yeah.
And also like clearly she lost her keys when she dropped her bag.
Yeah.
Like
and he returned her articles. So it's like clearly he has them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Like
she's stressed.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Her thesis is going nowhere.
She digs through her bag like 100 times. She's like, where are my keys? Where are my keys? And
yeah. And then they like right away, it's like, oh, I'm borrowing my sister's or whatever. Like they really hit you over the head that her keys are missing. Who could it be?
In case you didn't know, she doesn't have her keys.
And like, I don't even think it was like necessary either because he could have just like gone through a window or like anything like that. Like, you know.
And only one other time in the film does he go into the house with them. So it's not like it's a repeated entry or whatever. Yeah.
No. And like the mom lets him in straight away.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what a nice boy.
Oh, your friend's here. Yeah. He's so nice. Yeah.
The friend that you've never mentioned before. And like, I don't know.
I thought that was pretty good though, where it's like, I can't find my keys. Cut to he's in her house. Like, weirdly quiet and watching while she's there.
I think it would have been creepier if the mom hadn't let him in, like wasn't there and let him into the house. I think if he would have let himself in and was there and when she arrived, I think that would have justified the key thing. Like, if you're just going to the house and knocking on the door.
The mom's
hey, mom.
staying at home.
I've come here to film your daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. Come on in. Set it up in the bedroom.
Like,
yeah, her mom is like, behave, closes door.
Ridiculous. Okay, I have a couple. Smoking while lecturing in class.
Yeah.
I don't think that goes on anymore.
Nope. Not here.
Not here. And the Walkman.
Oh,
just dated, right?
Yeah.
So she pulls it out of her bag and has those little. She had earbuds though, which didn't have the wire.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be the metal aluminum across the head.
Yeah. So those were my first two. Sam, did you have any others?
So the employee that worked at Canon, did you notice their haircut? It was like a buzz cut and then a strand at the nape of the neck.
Oh,
like
the rat tail?
Oh, rat tail?
But it was like it was like really curly.
Like a pigtail.
It was, But it was like, yeah. So that, I think, is not something you see every day.
No.
Nope.
And then I didn't like the blood. I thought it looked fake at the end.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Those are my next two.
Okay. Mike?
I had the black and white montage just towards the end where like it shows clips of what we've seen already in the film with Castro and the killings. And it just suddenly felt like weird 1940s Italian cinema. Like it was just too artistic and the tone was bizarre to me.
Art house junk.
Art house junk. I had that later in like Hide in the Shadows. I just didn't like the black, like I didn't like that part at all. And I was just like, why have it there?
Yeah. It was like a weird, almost like Dumbo's dream. Like it just like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the part where she's watching the video or
no, not the video clips with like the killings over again. It's towards the end. I think it's when she blacks out before she wakes up tied up in the chair.
Oh,
and suddenly there's like a
art
house black and white montage.
Yeah.
Right. You almost expect to see like a woman gratuitously putting on makeup and laughing or something like a David Lynch-esque type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like it. I had it in my like Hiding in the Shadows, but I was like, you guys know more about film stuff than me. Why is this happening? And
I didn't get it either. No.
Okay.
Oh.
And then my other one was the awkward kissing on the ground where they're standing up. And then the next thing you know, they're like splayed, and I think it's Bosco's body is like all akimbo.
Yeah. His legs up here. She's like spread eagle, and he's just kind of, his hands are doing weird stuff. Like, I don't know what's happening there. This is the weirdest makeout scene ever. And I have more to say about the kissing. Does he need to swallow her face? Like,
Yes.
Sorry, that's a later category. I didn't mean to attack. All right, moving on. We are going to our most gratuitous scene. I am going to start, and it was the kissing. They do it like 2 or 3 times, twice for sure. I think there was a third time at the end, right before he says he's going to kill her.
Yeah, that's the akimbo kiss.
Yes, but like it's just weird kissing.
Yeah.
They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Like at one point, her mouth is just way over top of his, and then it's just wild. It's weird, wild stuff. I don't know why they're kissing like that. So that was my first most gratuitous. And my second one was just the constant screaming.
Mm-hmm.
When she keeps watching that video over and over. And at one point I said, why does she keep watching it? I don't need to hear Vanessa scream anymore.
No.
There was just so much of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I didn't like that. Mike, do you have any?
I had mentioned the 3-minute chasing because it went on way too long, but also the slow-mo walk to the body when she gets off the train and she starts walking towards the front to see the injured person or the dead person. It just like they cut to slow-mo and it takes forever for her to see nothing. And it's like, oh my God, there's no payoff in this moment.
Yeah. After most gratuitous, the kisses didn't do it for me. As we move into terrifying or tittillating, I didn't really have anything for this. Actually, the first time they played the screams, I thought it was pretty creepy. But then when they kept doing it, it was too much.
Yeah.
So I would say the only thing that was kind of terrifying was that for me. I didn't find any of the acting or when Bosco finally reveals himself as the killer, I didn't find anything very terrifying there. So I would just say that was my only terrifying moment. Mike, what did you have?
So I agree with you. I put for terrifying the darkening of this when she turns the contrast all the way down, so she blacks out the screen.
Yeah.
And then all we hear is the screaming. That was terrifying. Like they always talk about the audience's imagination is so much more creative than what you can ever show.
Right.
And so I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening in this video? And then unfortunately it gets ruined when she finally sees it. And it's just a woman in a chair, but it was just a woman in a chair being punched.
Yeah.
And like, sorry, I don't mean to be like, that's it. Why was she? But like,
what a baby.
To me, the screams it evoked far more violence than what was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I it's just like 8mm. They never show you what happens in the video. And it like, you leave that movie going like, oh, what was it?
They did show that one section where he starts cutting her.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Which was pretty, but it's quick. Like
Yeah.
it's half a second and there's like flesh getting sprayed
Oh
about.
yeah. And the butchering scene later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's no screaming at that
No,
point, obviously.
no, she's not.
She's dead.
Is she dead or knocked out or whatever? Because she must just be knocked out because he said to her, Angela, that he was going to keep her alive while he cut her apart.
Yeah, I can take your intestines out and keep you alive.
Or was that just special for her?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Let's dissect the brain of this Bosco character.
Bosco.
And then for titillating, I just had the oral sex dream. Like I understand like she loves Bosco and she's thinking about him, but I was like, when he started to kiss, I'm like, okay. And then he kept going down. I was like, wow, like, okay. And then they showed him between her legs. I was like, huh.
Business is picking up.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
This is why I didn't mind it as much as Chad did. Sam, what did you have?
So I had kind of the same stuff as you guys, but I just kind of thought as we were talking when we mentioned the hideaway, what was up with the mannequins in all of their houses? Is that something? Because she had a mannequin that was really creepy.
That was my WTF, like the smoking mannequin just inside her bedroom door.
Yes. So there was that, but then there was the one with needles all over it in Chima's little space too.
Yeah. But would that be like an homage to a horror? Like he had a lot of horror posters and
weirdly I took his as just like that's a horror
thing.
Yeah.
Pinhead from Hellraiser or something like that.
But her creepy one in her room,
I know,
scared
it's like
me.
why is that there? Yeah.
Especially like when it's just in silhouette, it's like what the fuck is that? And then you see it in the light, it's like it's still bad. It's so worse.
It's so weird. I was like, why does she have that for decor inside her house? Like I don't know. That would be terrifying for me to like wake up and see the silhouette and be like, oh shit.
Yeah, forget about it. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Every morning.
Every day. Just get rid of it.
Why do I have this thing? Jesus.
My friend did that with a Star Wars standee in his apartment. He had a Darth Vader and a Boba Fett. And he just woke up in the middle of the night one time, dead tired, and he forgot they were there.
Oh, man.
And it scared the shit out of him.
Next day, they're on the front lawn, just like, had enough of this shit. Okay, moving on to stood the test of time. What held up in this film? I have the least amount, I think. Oh, no.
I have one.
No.
I was like, you have less than me?
No.
That's zero.
Sam's got the most. Sam, why don't you kick us off with this one?
I'm just trying to go through my thought process here.
Do I have the most?
Okay, I said I like how they showed like the clips of the violence. So you don't get to see, like, it's not like you're sitting there doing all, like, we don't need to see what's going on in there, but we saw enough to be like, oh shit, that stuff's fucked up.
Mike, what did you have?
Chad, you brought it up earlier, and it does go on a bit long, but I liked it at the start. But it is when they're both in the cafeteria with their headphones on. I did like the dueling music where you get from from her perspective the classical music, you get from his perspective the death metal. I was like, it's kind of a neat little use of the sound at that moment. So just looking at this film, trying to find anything that shines, and that was it for me.
I had that later in Eerie to Ear Splitting that I liked it.
My stood the test of time was the My Private Idaho poster in the back with Keanu Reeves.
That was my one piece of research. That poster is on the wall.
I looked at it and I remember when the first shot of her room, I was like, is that Keanu Reeves? And I was like, yeah, it is. My Private Idaho. Awesome. So that was my stood the test of time. So this movie didn't really creep us out, but did it make us laugh? What was our laugh out loud moments for this scene? Chima had most of mine. Most of his quotes made me laugh out loud. So the one about he's a psycho. He wants to, what was it? I had it here. While fucking you up the ass. What was the quote? What
He's
did
dying to
That's
blow
all
your
I got.
brains out while he fucks you up the ass.
There you go.
That's
Thank
all I
you.
remembered was fuck you up the ass. I didn't want to be like, fuck you up the ass.
It's funny enough, it was my quote and I wrote it down and that's all I remembered. So moving on, I had rating, execution, good stuff. I don't know what that is. So maybe I only had one. I think Chima was rating the executions when he was going through.
When they were watching Fresh Blood?
Yeah. And he was critiquing, that's really, like he was saying a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I just had a chuckle there. It's like, okay, like you're saying, that was awesome. Like I like the way
student.
I like the way this works. Yeah. So that was my second one. Mike, what did you have for laugh out loud?
My first one is when she comes home and her room's been gone through because her drawer's not pushed in and like her pencils are not lined up perfectly. And she calls Chima, or he calls her, whatever. She's like, my room's gone through. You should look. And she's like, you should check out your room too. And he looks around and it's just a pigsty of stuff everywhere. And he's just like, yeah, no one's been here. And it's like, how the fuck would you know? And then I loved just the moment where she's running from Bosco. She finally gets into a classroom. She's like, oh, good. I can sit here and like blend into this class. He can't do anything. The instant she sits down, the professor's like, well, that's everything for today. See you next time.
Like nobody also batted an eye.
Yeah.
Because if someone came in that late to like a lecture, I would have been judging hard. I would have been staring and just being like, the fuck?
I would just assume that they're coming for the next lecture. Like,
and wouldn't the teacher or the instructor say something? Like she came in obviously out of breath, a little disheveled. She comes in, she sits down, and she's like, and he's like, all right, that's it. Come on up, show me your work. He doesn't say like, are you all right? Or anything like that?
Yeah, nothing.
I don't know. I've in university, like I've gone to the wrong lecture hall in front of 200 people, and like the wrong door at the bottom, like 5 feet from the prof, like, ooh, and then walked back out.
That's my nightmare.
That's the worst is when you have to leave.
Oh, I've done that too.
Yeah.
5 minutes into the lecture, like, I am not in architecture.
I've done that too. And you're sitting like not on the aisle. You're sitting like four seats in, so you have to get people to move while you're shuffling through. Excuse me. Everybody's got their big gulps of coffee, and you're just like, fuck sakes, get me out of
Your bag strap gets caught on the arm. Like, you're like, fuck.
Just the worst. All right, Mike, why don't you finish us off here?
I had he's trying so desperately to unlock that door nonchalantly. And somebody comes down the hallway and he just stands back from the door holding his screwdriver like, yeah. And then the door ends up being unlocked. I just giggled. And then I just like the moment where they're in the pitch black, like storage room in the tunnels. And she's like, hold me. And then instantly later, someone's touched me. And he's like, yeah, you asked me to hold you.
Yeah. That one's actually pretty good. Yeah. I forgot about that part. I think by that point in the movie, I was just not taking notes anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on now to our next categories. Sometimes music can have a really big role in a film and almost be its own character. Here we're going to talk about eerie to ear splitting, what parts of audio worked in this film and what didn't. So, Sam, what was eerie to ear splitting for you in this film?
I didn't really like much of the music or the like sound effects or anything like that. There was too much of the like.
So the sound, you didn't like any of the sound. I didn't like any of the music or the sound effects.
I thought it got to be a bit too much. Like they were really trying to build that suspense and everything was so slow. So there was so much of it. Like when she's ejecting the tape out and it's like her slow motion finger and it's still got the like, like going. I said the nightmare music was too much. I didn't like the piano notes. And I said the club music sounds like farts.
Yeah.
So it's literally...
You basically hit every part that I had. I didn't say it sounds like farts, but that was golden. It does sound like that.
Yeah. I was like, I don't like this.
It's like, what is this? People are just giving her out there. A lot of shoulder dancing in the 90s. Mike, what did you have?
I just had, why do we need to hear the professor breathing? Like, I get they're trying to establish he has asthma and that like his inhaler's on the ground when he dies. But when he's going into the archive and it's just like, it's just, I don't need to hear mouth breathing for like 2 minutes of screen time.
But also I never put it
overweight. He can't even get through the tunnel.
Yeah, but if every film with an overweight character had the breathing in it.
Also, like, I didn't need to hear his breathing to establish that he had asthma.
Yeah, just
like,
use your puffer.
I saw the inhaler and I was like, oh shit, he's got asthma. You couldn't get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I see.
I could do the 2 + 2 is 4 for that moment if I needed it.
I got it. And then if I didn't get it, they said straight up that he died because of his asthma.
Yes.
So...
Yeah, they really hit you over the head with that. Yeah. I didn't really have anything more to add because Sam basically said it. The one thing I would say is that the lightning strike, I guess that loops into sound effects, just sounded so tinny.
Yeah.
Like, it did not sound good.
Yeah, like somebody holding a sheet metal.
Yeah, like this old radio. Oh, the winds are blowing.
But too, like, I think... Once again, it's just how long these scenes are. Like, that was the longest thunderstorm in existence. Like, it didn't pass quickly like they do here. Like,
and when it rains that hard, like, very rarely does it last that long.
Yeah.
I don't know why every time it rains in any movie, it is a torrential downpour.
Yeah. They've got all one guy with a fire hose just aimed straight up.
Like, she had that stupid umbrella and the water's just like cascading over it like a waterfall. I was just, what the fuck is happening? That's it. I didn't like the sound effects or the music, really. The piano stuff was way too aggressive for me. Especially there was one part where, piano music when she follows the suspect from the cafeteria is a bit much.
It's a bit much.
So, looks like we're on the same page there. All right, we're going to move into our next category, which is our what the fuck moments that happened in the film. So, Mike, why don't you start us off with what the fuck, since Sam, it looks like, I'm surprised you didn't have any what the fucks in this.
Well, I just don't remember the part. I said her making out with the TV screen. And I said, what the fuck? But then I don't really remember the lead up or anything like that. But I was like, ew.
That's when she finds the camera in Chima's bedroom and she watches the video, and someone, we assume it's him, has recorded her through her living room window. And she has a paused clip. She has a paused
Bosco
vision of Bosco. And she kisses her fingers and touches the screen. You're like, okay, that's weird. And then she leans in and full on like,
with tongue.
Yeah. You know what kind of shock you get from a CRT TV when you're like making out with it? Like, that's just too much.
And they're notoriously dusty. So she's just licking dust off that screen.
Okay, well, thank you for the context, because I can't remember exactly when in the film that was. But yeah, I just said gross. What the fuck?
All right. So you did have one.
I guess. I did.
I had a couple what the fucks in this film. My first one was when she leaves the club and immediately, and can kind of be a trope, she runs down these stairs, like she runs away, runs down these stairs, and boom, he's there with his leather jacket on.
Yeah.
Like
he's gone through code check already?
Yes, he's just there, ready to go, and then they have their weird, like, make out scene on the floor or on the ground at the concrete.
Oh, that's when it is. Yes.
Which I'm sure is extremely comfortable for both parties. So that was my first what the fuck. I had a second one, which was, why is the professor going to such great lengths to get this horror movie for this Angela?
Yeah.
She asked him to go get it. And I mean, I'm sorry, if I got asthma and I'm working that hard
To walk on a flat surface.
I'd just be like, fuck this. She could go get her own film. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
you're not going to that length. And then to watch it, was he supposed to preview it for her and tell her what it was about? I don't understand.
Or he was revisiting his guilt because he knew about it, or he didn't know. He just knew there was a rumor. Like, which is it?
I thought he just stumbled across it and then grabbed whichever one, didn't he?
But he knows about the secret door and he follows the tunnels
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the weird room.
Yeah.
So he obviously has some knowledge of what's going on.
Yeah.
And does she know about it? Is that why she asks him, I've heard of this secret room? Like, does she know that this is going on? Like, this is my big what the fuck. Because I just didn't understand why he was so committed to getting her this film. And then he did. And then he died. It didn't make any sense.
I don't
to
think
me.
it was that film. So I don't know. I thought he kind of like was looking somewhere else in the beginning.
He was,
And like, was that all just to cover up until the guy left and then he went in?
because he knew the other professor was in there. So he was just like, I'm just going to peruse this area
Yeah. And
until they leave. Because he hides, listens for the door, and then sneaks in.
I just don't really get so this is this is my only other hiding in the shadow is I don't understand why that movie was in a back room in the university.
That was my what the fuck that I was going to get to.
Sorry.
No.
Like,
So there we go.
I-
Now we're leading into other what the fucks. Because like I don't get it either.
Yeah, and I was like, why would he put that? Are they all homemade tapes? Like,
I think all those like they say 6 women were in that guy's yard.
there's more than 6.
There's
films.
more than 6. So I think they've done more than 6 women over the time. Like Castro's been teaching there for who knows how long.
Yeah,
How many other students has he gotten into this?
And he said he just does the editing.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yeah. So Buddy does the job
Mhm.
yeah.
and then gives him the tape and he edits it.
Yeah. So
Puts
he
it
might have
out
gotten
there.
other students to also do this before Bosco.
Right.
I'm guessing. Because that was my understanding, is like because there were so many tapes, there were that many victims.
But I also then don't understand why the professor watches it on the big ass screen
Yeah.
instead of like if it's supposed to be the secret. If he knew what was on
He
it,
goes into the theater
and
of
sits
the,
front row. And it's like, I was like,
I got to see this in full quality. I can't watch this on my
you're not worried about
home
like
screen.
So maybe he knew
a
the rumor
janitor coming through or like anything.
So he must not have known what was on that film then.
and then just put it in to see why.
because that's what I thought the whole time. I thought he had no idea because he just like panicked and grabbed one.
But I don't understand why he got down there in the first place. Like, who goes searching for this like tunnel? Like, you have to push. You have to not violently, but you have to really push on that door to open it.
And it's like a false wall. From the other
So
side,
you have to work on it, and you have to know that it's there. Chima knew it was there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those like just, the high school I was at in Calgary has a pool in the basement. It's one of those like rumors that people know. So he knew
There's a tunnel full of murder videos.
or
Like-
he just knew there's a tunnel full of some sort of video that nobody knows what they are. Maybe.
But then, how would he find it?
Yeah, exactly. Because Chima's like, you turn right, then left, then right. It was like, it's like Super Mario Brothers and Castle, like up, down, middle, left. How the fuck do you know that?
Okay. Anyways, that was my what the fuck. We've talked about it. We could talk about this longer, but I think we're gonna leave it there. Mike, what did you have for what the fuck?
My other what the fuck, because we've talked about a few of them already, is just how many twists does this movie need or need to try to have? Like, it was just too many red herrings. It's like, it's this one, it's that one, it's this one, it's that one. It's like, I get we can't reveal anything because we need people to stay invested till the end, but it was M. Night Shyamalan levels of twists. Or
they were
attempts
all
at.
like, attempts at. I would just leave it at attempts at because I'm like, as soon as the new prof came, I was like, well, that's a plant.
Yeah.
And I was like, immediately, I was like, as soon as anything came, I was like, you called it, right? Like,
Yeah.
The questioning Chima was probably the only red herring that I quite like, because it's like, he was weird enough that we could think it was him, but then ends up being.
no, because I didn't think so. I was like, of course they're gonna frame the weirdo. He's just a weird dude.
But there was a time where I thought that maybe they were working together because Yolanda. I didn't think until Yolanda showed the picture of Bosco and Chima together.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, well, maybe.
Yeah,
but
maybe
then
Chima's
he
the
kept
third
coming.
man.
Yeah, but then he kept coming in and. Oh, I will say, sorry, I missed this, but there was a creepy part. It was when Bosco was knocked out on the ground and Angela was leaning down to see who he was, and Chima kind of backed in behind her and you just saw the raincoat behind her.
Yeah, and you think it's Yolanda.
Yeah,
yeah.
So that part was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
So I would say that's another, I wouldn't say terrifying, but it was well done. So stood the test of time, I guess. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yeah.
That was our what the fucks. So we all didn't have a back it up or a moment that's really stood out in the film. So we're going to move on to our next category, which is hiding in the shadows. Basically questions. I think we've been asking these throughout the podcast. Questions we had about the film. Mike, what questions did you have about the film? It seems like you had quite a few.
We've talked about a lot of them. So my first one that still remains is when she goes to Chima's room and he's like, I don't know if he says you should be privileged or what, but he's like, you're the first person I've ever let in here. And then she looks on the chair and there's a pair of women's underwear. And I was just like, why, if there's been no one else there, does he have women's underwear? That was just too gross. Like, I know he's a weirdo and he's got strange tastes, but I don't think we need that. Like, is he wearing them? Is he stealing them? That gross. And then my other one was just a comment on Angela. Like, she's too trusting and too doubting. Like, she immediately trusts some things, and then it's like, but here's proof. Like, no, you're lying. It's like, but you believe the handsome guy. Like, that was back to my, like, she's too thirsty and therefore too trusting.
Yeah. That's good. Sam, did you have any hiding in the shadows that we haven't addressed already?
No, most of mine have been addressed.
Okay.
Sorry, all of mine have been addressed, not most.
Mine was, why does she wait to shoot him?
Right.
At the very end, and this could be a trope or whatever, like basically explains what he's going to do to her, like a bad Bond villain, right? And it sits there, first I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, ha ha ha, while she's cutting the rope with this knife she took from the kitchen. And then they have this like fight. She grabs the gun. Why aren't you immediately pelting that guy with bullets? Like, she grabs the gun, points it at him, and he's like, I would never hurt you. Then he tries to like talk it back.
Yeah.
And then she finally shoots him in the head.
Yeah.
But like I took the time to write this down. So obviously it took a while. Shoot him for fuck's sakes. Like, why isn't she shooting him? I don't know.
Her struggle with violence, I guess. Yeah.
But that, like, I had that a couple times in there. It was like, kick him in the dick. Like, I have that a couple times in here. She didn't, I know she's like, I don't want to like shit on the victim, but like, also, like, I have it a couple times in here. It's like, I would kick this guy in the dick so hard. I would punch this guy in the dick so hard. What is happening? Defend yourself is what I have throughout. So it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, she gets tied up twice, and both times she doesn't really do anything.
No,
she just lets it happen.
Yeah, stares at him a little bit.
And luckily, she still had that knife. Otherwise, she'd be dead.
Yep.
I don't know. It seems like she, you don't want to victim blame here, but just
fight back a little bit.
Fight back a little bit. Yeah.
Just kick him in the dick one time.
Kick him in the dick.
And I think I was saying that because I had like seen Scream.
Yes.
Just right before, and there's lots of
lots of that.
So I was just like really remembering.
You're just like, why aren't you doing any of that? Like, these girls are fighting back way more than you are. Now we're going to move into Fright Done Right. All right. I don't know if I said I had one, but I don't know if I really have anything for this. Mike, I want to hear what you have to say about this. Fright Done Right for this film.
I just had like, for a movie about investigating a snuff film, I think 8mm did it better.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I also said, like, for sort of the titillation of violence, or the not even eroticization of it, but like just a film about that, like getting caught up in the violence, I think Videodrome was a much better movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right.
I had forgotten about Videodrome, actually.
Yeah, it popped in my head.
8mm.
Yeah.
So,
I was just like, I want to watch Videodrome again.
Yeah, I would agree. I would take Videodrome over this one.
A million times over. Yeah.
So I think we're in agree. I'm just going to jump on that bandwagon because I'm not going to say anything else.
Yeah, what Mike said.
Good job, Mike. Yay. All right. Now we go into a very bleak category here. This film was very, very hard for us to find information on. I know we usually jump on the IMDb website and try to get some information on it. I couldn't find anything. Sam said she found a couple of things, or one thing.
And you already said it was the poster on the wall.
Yeah, there you go. And it was the poster. And then I think Mike was able to dig up something. So Mike, what did you have for us?
The finances of the movie. This cost, I converted the pesetas at the time, to Canadian dollar, because that's the exchange rate I could find from 1996. It cost 1.2 million Canadian to make, and the box office, it earned 1.4 million. So not a great success.
No.
Yeah. And the only other, then I got international titles unless somebody wants to do research before that.
I have not.
Who's going to do research before that? None of us have anything.
Not I.
Yeah, no, I am tapping out on this one. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, and I guess the other thing I'll say is like Alejandro Amenábar, this was his first film, and we're going to get to another one of his when we do the others later. So he steps it up quite a bit later in his career. International titles, not great, but Sweden's was Snuff Film. It's just really on the
very
nose.
basic.
Okay,
Yeah.
China was ESP Murders, which I know.
ESP?
ESP, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Japan was Thesis, I'll Be Killed Next.
I love that one.
Yeah, me too.
What's your doctoral thesis? It's I'll Be Killed Next. And then Vietnam, I was like, this has got to be wrong, but obsessive compulsive disorder is the name of the.
Is that because of the pencil thing?
They saw the one thing and they're like, oh, yeah, that's it.
Ignored everything else.
Interesting. All right. I think that wraps us up for bonus features. Now we're going to head into our watchability scale, and we're going to rate this film out of 10 on what we think. I don't agree with 83%.
No.
So let's start with Sam. What would you put this on your watchability scale?
So originally I was like, it's not good. But as soon as Mike said, like, if it wasn't a horror movie, like, you could probably appreciate it. I think I would give it maybe like a 5 or a 6 for a thriller. But for a horror movie, I'm going to put it as a 4. Like,
okay, nice. Mike?
I'm the same. I was like, is it a 5? Is it a 6 for what it was? And I think because it's a little too long and a little too slow, I'm going to give it the 5 because I think it's not worth avoiding fully, but it's kind of that 40 to 50%. So I'm letting it pass.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Gets a 2 for me. Boring as shit and way too long. The good parts about it weren't enough to make it worth your time. I'd say don't worry about it. 2 out of 10 for me. So with that, thank you very much for listening to us. Remember to follow us on Instagram. We are at ScreamStreamPod. Stop by our website, screamsandstreams.com, where we have information about our episodes, descriptions of our categories, links to our research, our watchability scale, and a page where you can recommend movies you want us to discuss. Please rate, comment on, and subscribe to our show on any of the platforms where you get your podcasts. Until next time, this has been
Mike
and
Sam.
I'm Chad. Scare you later.